Trisha Paytas versus Nikocado Avocado. Classic narcissistic abuse. I followed both of these people. I know who both of them are. I kind of know their backstory. And then I just kind of got bored with it. But I always come back to things. So I just happened upon the Nikocado video. It came into my stream, or my suggested, and was talking about the time he went to LA 2 years ago and got ghosted by Trisha Paytas, who lives in LA, which is kind of typical LA behavior, as LA seems to attract people who are looking for dreams, looking to make their dreams come true, but have really fucked up childhoods. Trisha Paytas is a pretty standard example of that type of person. And, you know, Nikocado with his mukbangs and very emotional, very emo type videos is a classic, you know, codependent, you know, or fanboy of Trish Paytas. The reality is Trish kind of love bombed Nick, you know, because it's a lot of it's very good narcissistic supply. It's a fanboy, right? So did she have any inclination to collab with Nick? No, it wasn't about the collab. It was about the supply, about the adulation, you know. It was probably at a point of time where she was feeling very low. I'm not going to go back into like with her, the drama with her, the people she dates or whatever. It was probably a transition. I mean, if I'm going to just extrapolate from this, it was probably a transition between boyfriends or narcissistic supply sources, and she felt like alone, and she needed someone to make her feel like somebody, you know, because narcissism is classic. You don't have an identity. You're just a shell. You're nothing inside. And you know, Trisha's a big shell, even after lipo, she's still a big shell, and a big shell to be empty like that needs a lot of narcissistic supply to fill it up. So you go for the low-hanging fruit. You know, Nikocado Avocado at the time was low-hanging fruit, an easy source, and that was it. And the thing is, knowing gay culture and the gay apps, maybe because he's married to his boyfriend, was living in Colombia, didn't have experience knowing that you just go onto apps long enough and you get that all the time, and you realize that's kind of how it is, you know, and you gotta kind of take it in stride. You know, there's a lot of red flags that happen. If somebody who has like several million subscribers going after someone who's relatively low and is super enthusiastic about it, that could be a red flag, you know. She really needed that validation at that particular time, and then she didn't need it anymore, so she just ghosted, which is the devaluation of the other person, because it's not about seeing Nick for who he is, it's about the validation, the supply. So it could be anybody, you know what I mean? And that's the reality of it. So that's all I got to say about it. I thought that was pretty cool to put this on this YouTube channel, because it'll get other people onto this channel. You know, that is the intention, to get people to recognize the channel. And why not point out many things in the YouTube sphere of all this type of narcissistic and manipulative behavior. That's it. This is probably going to get a lot of people drones from or clones or posse or followers or, you know, Order 69 people, Order 66 people, just coming over onto this page and trying to start things. Hey, you're welcome. This is to show what the reality of this type of behavior is. And it's not only in the people at the forefront of the channels, you know, Nick or Trisha, it's the people who follow it. So you're going to have someone who's really, who's got her cult, you know, community cult, whatever you want to call it, and they might, you know, defend her till the day they die, and then you might have people on the side of Nick. It might be the same thing, you know. That doesn't take away from what the reality is of the actual interaction that transpired from what was being presented on YouTube through the video that Nick did, and with the receipts that were shown. Come on board, right? You're going to get an answer? No. It's just to show, especially if they are comments that show you're this, you're that, you're that. I invite you to write all those because they're kind of representative of the person writing it. So that's all I want to say.